Ian, it's never a drab 90 minutes when it's Raith Rovers on championship duty. How did you see it?
Yeah, as always, Davey, a really hard game in the championship. Coming down here, I'm not really bothered what people think about Ayr in terms of their slow start to their season. This is a tough place to come against really good individual players and a really good experienced manager. So we knew coming down here this was not going to be a case of turning up and thinking we can do what we want. I felt we deserved to win the game. I thought first half we were excellent, best we've played for a number of weeks, if not the best we've played this season. Some of our one-touch football, passing, and the two goals were, brilliant for everybody to see, and delighted for the fans that travelled here to see such good goals. Saying that, on the flip side, 5 minutes of sloppiness in the second half could have cost us, the previous 45-50 minutes. But the boys dug in again. We did have chances to increase our lead in the game, and their goalkeepers had a few tremendous saves. So overall, delighted to come here and get away with the 3 points, but I felt we deserved it.
Added dimension of tricky overhead conditions as well. Do you feel the boys managed that quite well?
Yeah, I think it was, again, you look around the team, I think defenders don't like these conditions, goalkeepers don't like these conditions, but I knew our forward players, Smithy, Vaughan, Sam Stanton, Josh Mullen, Dylan Easton would relish coming here, and the surface was magnificent as well. Full credit to the ground staff here because they've done a great job from where it was last season. We liked a little bit of zip on it, and I think that showed in our first half attacking play. Good thing was there was no wind here today, or certainly little wind here, and defenders stood up really well in the second half, defending that box with their lives.
Your starting 11 really looked like a team that were looking to kind of make amends from last week. They looked to be playing on the front foot straight from the beginning. Obviously the reaction that you wanted.
Absolutely. Again, very hard to pick a team today. We knew Keith was struggling, and yesterday we knew he wouldn't be able to make today's game, so we had to think, what do we do? I just looked around my squad and I thought, get as many of your good players on the pitch as you possibly can. I feel our players are maybe a bit more happy when we play two up front, because we like to go and press high, and strikers have got options, midfielders have got options. We do understand on transition that can leave you a little bit light, but I thought today, let's go and play two up, let's go and play really attacking, and let's try and get the 3 points, because if you're going to lose games, let's go out with a bit of oomph in us and a little bit of balls.
The high press was clearly effective and kind of contributed to both goals, but a number of chances where we never just quite got the break, but the fact that we had so many supporting players was key. Talk to us about the goals. It must have, every goal gives you pleasure when we score it, but these were well crafted.
Yeah, first goal was really good down the right hand side. I think it's Sam who finds Dylan Easton at the edge of the box. Lovely finish from Dylan, really good. Second goal, was my favourite one. I loved the way we counter-attacked, we kept the ball moving, stressed all week to Dylan and Josh in wide areas and fullbacks. We can create 2v1s if we're aggressive enough with it. Sam's played a tremendously timed and plays ball with Dylan. It's a lovely finish. So to get the two up in quick succession and get into half time 2-0, was really happy. I felt every time we went forward today we looked dangerous, which is again probably because we played two up, but then obviously them scoring the goal shifts momentum, in 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah, delighted with the goals, delighted with the players responding on what we've been asking them to do in training this week. So we've worked really hard and short, narrow counter-attacks really with the pitch sizes, and they've taken it into today's game. So as a manager and staff, delighted.
I'm really interested in how you kind of see the start of that second half, because it's interesting at half time every supporter that I spoke with says this is the best we've played, this is expansive, it's a delight to watch, and then they carry it up. Always Raith Rovers fans, half full or half empty, saying we need a third to be sure. But it's a massive test when we lose that goal. I thought our game management after that was really switched on.
Yeah, I would agree with the supporters. I thought we were excellent. That was a joy for me to watch, to be honest. I like to see the players having good fun. It looks like they were enjoying the game and having fun doing what they were doing, taking the ball and helping each other, working as a team rather than as individuals, which I felt we were a wee bit guilty of last week. And even after, I think after 5 minutes after they scored, we kind of rallied again and got the ball down, and we looked like the dangerous side we were in the first half. Of course, as the game goes on, when you're defending that 1-goal lead, things change, mentality changes, but again they stood up to everyone. I think you saw two sides today of Raith Rovers, or this Raith Rovers team. We saw the slick passing and fast side of us, and we also saw that we can battle like mad. We're not a soft touch. As you say, come down here and winning at any time by any margin is brilliant, and we've done that.
I was really struck with the comment when you made that there was elements last week of the team playing like a group of individuals, and it's not the kind of cohort, it's not the group of boys that you work with day in day out. I thought the kind of spin today was exemplified by Callum Smith as a challenge in the edge of the box. where the boy comes across 2 or 3 players. You know, he's had an excellent performance himself, just looks to pull the trigger, and Callum Smith's all over the park, and he puts in, it is a goal-stopping challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, Callum has been brilliant since he came in. As I said, it took us time to get him up to speed just for a wee niggling injury, and he didn't feel he was fit enough last season to come and compete in the Championship, so we worked hard on him. I'm not going to hide it. Rate Smithy very highly, a very likeable young man as well, and he can't do some of the things that say a Dylan Easton can do, but he bases his game on hard work, determination, and that's again, for any young player, that goes a long way. He's a very intelligent football player because he doesn't make rash decisions, he doesn't make rash tackles. He will work, incredibly hard for the team, incredibly hard for himself, and he can also show really good quality. So when the opportunity came up to sign Callum, it was a no-brainer. It really was a no-brainer. I knew he'd fit into this perfectly.
A bruising encounter, but we seem to have come through it with a clean bill of health. Ewan Murray rallied after what looked like a potentially serious shoulder injury. Brave.
Very, epitomises Ewan, his performance today. He's been struggling a wee bit with a shoulder injury. We thought when he went down it could have been really bad. Luckily it wasn't. He's got us through the game again. He's a real warrior for us. Again, that's why we sign these players. He heads and kicks the ball, and that's what I want from a centre half, and he leads by example. Doesn't have to shout at everybody and swear at everybody. He'll go out and put in solid performances, help Scott Brown through the game in centre half, help his full-back. So again, all over the park, right down the whole team, I felt we all stood up today. We were all bitterly disappointed last week. We wanted to make amends for ourselves first and foremost, and then the supporters who travel to watch us every week.
Well done, Ian.
Thank you.